Hi guys, I'm Peter Phelps. I'm joined here with AFC Angler and ABT Angler of the Year, Dan Clancy.
Today we're out here on Lake Glenbourne. It's January 2013 and we've been wanting to give something back to the other anglers in the sport that might not get the time on the water that we do. We thought we'd put together a few tips and techniques videos to help other people and see what we do on the water and how we go about our day, and there's no other way to start than on a pre-fish.
Now you must remember there are no rules to fishing, and this is only a guide for what works for us. Pre-fishing starts well before the actual tournament weekend. We do this by monitoring the weather, watching the water levels and looking at previous tournament results around the same time of year, using online tools like Google Earth and forums, and of course talking to locals on what's been working.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. We put all this information together and start preparing ourselves on what lures may work and locations that we might find fish. Everything must be in order well before the tournament. Rods, reels, line, everything down to your boat and your motor, batteries, everything like that. You can't afford to lose time. We've got a limited amount of time on the water to figure this out, so everything has to be perfect.
That's right. Well, let's go get into it.
Let's have a go. So the word was that all the fish were deep here at Glenbourne basically, but we've got a nice overcast morning, nice warm night, so we thought we'd come to a steep edge on the sheltered side of the dam, just doing a bit of that fishing the edges, trying to get some big fish there, and this is the result so far. But we'll keep plugging away before we head out deep and see if we can't get a few.
I just pulled a nice bass off this tree just behind us. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Finally decided to get off the banks and try and drop some plastics around a bit deeper. We've probably been at it for about half an hour, 45, a few bites, and ended up with a good fish. You'd be very happy with something like this in a tournament situation.
Yeah, it's good to get that first fish in the pre-fish when you come out and try a new technique. You know, we've got it pretty quick, so we've got to keep working on it, try and really confirm that bite, get a few more, and hopefully we can keep pulling fish like that. Even some bigger ones would be great. All through this whole stretch we've been working in that depth column and getting lots of bites, so it really confirms the depth that we're fishing. So we'll keep looking in that depth and move around now, look for different spots through the dam, start trying some different techniques other than just the plastic. We'll start throwing blades and working all your other deep water techniques to try and find a few more ways of catching these deep fish. Alrighty, so it's the middle of the afternoon now here, and we've been to a few different locations and tried several different techniques on these deep fish, but it's the deep soft plastic that is constantly giving us those better quality fish.
Right now it's not always about catching a heap of fish. You never win a tournament in a pre-fish. It's about finding new locations and trying to refine that technique a bit. So we'll spend the rest of the afternoon and we'll try and look around a little bit more, try and find a new spots. And it's all about having plenty of spots up your sleeve and making sure when it comes into the tournament that if you do turn up and the fish do shut down, or you've got guys on your spot, you've got something up your sleeve. Perfect example right there, what me and Dan just talked about. It's all about finding new locations now and refining it. Just pulled up to this new spot here and we've caught a fish in about the first 2 or 3 drops. There's no point in staying here now and catching all these fish. It's all about finding locations now. So not a bad little bass. So we'll leave these ones, we've marked it now, and we'll go about and find some more. Well, there you go, Dan. That pretty well wraps up our pre-fish at Glenbourne Dam. We stuck to our game plan. We went to the edges early, and then once the sun come up, we moved out wider, and we ended up getting onto a pretty good little plastic bite there.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. We started up on those edges and we got those couple surface bites. You got a couple on spinnerbaits, we got ice jig bites, but like we said, it was definitely the soft plastic that stood out the most during the day. We're using a 1/4 ounce Bassman jig head and a variety of soft plastics all day, and really you couldn't ask for a better pre-fish. We went in, we've got plenty of spots, we've got size that we wanted, and we've got a technique that we've refined down to consistently catch fish.
Yeah, that's right, and it's all about knowing your dam too. Even though while you mightn't have fished it never before, it's about knowing what a winning weight would sort of be from a dam. With a dam like Glenbourne here, we know that the average fish is around 1 kilo, so being able to consistently catch kilo fish means you're going to have a very competitive edge coming into the tournament.
Well, that's it guys for our tips on pre-fishing here at Lake Glenbourne. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.
See ya.